What's good, everybody? I know it's been a while since I dropped something on my channel, but as of lately, I've been getting a lot of questions from everybody asking, why I'm not overseas and, am I playing this year? So I just thought, what better time to come out with a new video than now to just answer that question for everybody. So for this season, I personally decided to take a year off. Now, I know when a lot of y'all hear that, y'all either thinking, oh, stop the cap, or you just didn't get anything, or are you done permanently? None of those things are true. As we all know, we came out of a pandemic. I feel like we still in it. But, that was last year, so there wasn't a lot of teams signing guys at all. So last year, of course, I didn't play. And, with that being said, there were certain things I needed to survive every day, as far as, you need money, need a car, need a place to live, etc. So, those are things I started to really push towards since I was going to be home for an extended amount of time. So once I really put myself in that position, I wasn't training enough. I wasn't financially, I want to say, stable enough to drop everything and go back to another country. But pretty much what I'm saying is I was given a few opportunities that I could have taken, but just based on the situation that I am, or that I put myself in, however you want to put it, financially I wasn't given the amount of, I want to say, money that I would have needed to be able to handle business as a player and just as a human being. I have obligations back in the States had I went somewhere. So that's one thing that I just fully wasn't ready to get back where I personally want to be, based off of everything I had to do during that time frame. But with that being said, I'm working hard at this moment, as far as getting my diet right, getting back in the gym, just so when next year comes, or, it could be even sooner than that. But at that very moment, I personally wasn't ready. And like I said, the amount of money that I was, that was offered to me just wouldn't have been enough to, make both ends meet. Now, to those people that are in a situation similar to me, or you're just a person who, it's tough right now. So, a lot of guys just haven't got a call back yet. So if you're one of those people, it's not the end of the world. I see that a lot. As I'm going through social media, a lot of guys act you don't want to take a year off or 2 years off, or have too many gaps in your resume. That's absolutely accurate. But there are things you can do to, right now we're in a we were coming from a situation where coaches and GMs will understand. A lot of teams that were signing guys in the 2019 season still aren't signing guys because they financially don't have it. Their sponsors backed off because they were not able to financially keep their own business going. So there are teams that usually have imports that don't even have imports. But if you're a guy who hasn't been given an opportunity yet, then do everything you can to stay ready. If that's planned on, I don't know, I want to say I don't know, every state is different, but some states have semi-pro leagues or professional leagues in those states. I would recommend, trying out for one of those teams, trying to get on one of those teams. Or when that time comes, when there's not camps, but tours overseas to showcase your talent, I would recommend going to one of those, saving some money up and flying to those countries. I know Spain has them. I know Germany has a few. Flying over there, that way you're in front of their face and you're showing your game. And at that point, it's they get to see the full picture. They don't just get to see a video from you. You know, they get to see like your mannerisms as a person and as a player. So I would highly recommend that. And as far as like just being here, make sure you keep your mental. That's highly important. Make sure you keep your mind right. Like, don't get discouraged. Don't feel like this is it, you know, because that's where I was for a while. Like, for a few months, I was like, man, like, I mean, I was there for a year, and this happened this way, and that happened that way, and now I'm in this situation, and I have to do this and that. And I personally didn't know where I was going after that, like, if I wanted to continue. It's been tough. Like, I'm not gonna lie and sugarcoat it and say it's all peaches. It's not. You know, there's times as a human being in general, like, you're gonna have doubt, but that's when you really, I'm not sure if any of you are religious, but you know, I start to pray, and you know, I feel like once I do those things and listen to his voice, I start to remember the journey, you know, and it's always going to be a long journey, and you probably won't reach that finish line until, who knows, 15, 20 years, or some guys never get there. But don't be the guy who stop, you know, like, try to see it through, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't you be the reason why you were never able to continue your journey. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. But yeah, like, as of right now, I would say, like, I'm not fully upset with my situation. Like, I'm cool with it, you know. Like I said, I'm still eating right, doing workouts as far as like trying to improve my health, like joints and everything, my mobility, my flexibility. And as far as my like playing skills, like, I've even started to tweak little things in my game, or like try to increase areas that I'm already good at, to like try to perfect those. That's gonna help you when you start to get older as a basketball player. Like, yeah, you can try to add things here and there, but once you start getting to this level, you just gotta try to find a few things in your game that's pretty good and just hone in on those. It's kind of like 2K. You guys do the My Player build. You want those badges. You want to, you know, get the top badge in each category. That's pretty much what you're doing when you get to that pro level. So that's pretty much all I've been doing, like, this whole time. But like, when that opportunity presents itself again, you guys will definitely see me back vlogging, going through that journey, showing you what it's like, and you know, just the life of being in that situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do a better job of like dropping content, because I know last year, like, it's almost 2 years now, but when I was over there, I didn't really put too much out. So, you know, this time it's gonna be a blessing in itself to even be there. So I'm gonna definitely make sure I remember that every day I'm there and try to share those moments with you guys. But for everybody that's still been sticking around and, you know, still subscribed to my channel, I definitely appreciate you. And, you know, I'm trying to revamp my whole channel in a sense, and drop things that'll be educational, entertaining, and, you know, just, you know, connecting with you guys. But with that being said, that's pretty much the end of this video. I appreciate you guys for sticking around and supporting me through all this. And see y'all next time.